So periodicity and extreme values. So in that, first of all, we should learn periodic function. A function f maps a to r is said to be periodic function such that f of x plus p equal to f of x for all x belongs to a, and the smallest or minimum value of p is called the fundamental period of f. So here f of x plus p, so which equal to f of x, means if I take like this sine x, this is a function, so f of x equal to sine x, this is a function, right? So I'm writing here f of x equal to sine x. So this is our function, right? Here the function f of x equal to sine x. So I am substituting here, instead of x I am writing x plus 2 pi. That means sine of x plus 2 pi. So here sine of 2 pi plus x, 2 pi means here 360, so 360 plus theta, so which is in the first quadrant. So first quadrant all are positive, so automatically so we'll get sine x. Sine x means, so our function nothing but f of x. So here f of x plus 2 pi, so which equal to f of x. So this condition is satisfied, so that's why here in the place of p, so here having 2 pi, so this is called 2 pi is period of this function. So if we check like this x plus 4 pi, okay, that is also satisfied. Okay, if we check 8 pi and if we check 12 pi, so those values will be also satisfied, but we should take our least value. This is called fundamental period. This is called fundamental period. So fundamental period is nothing but the least or minimum value. So this is our periodic. So f of x equal to sine x, period is nothing but 2 pi. Yes. Here next, so we will see formulas on this period. The first one is period of sine ax or cos ax or cosecant ax or secant ax is 2 pi mod a. Suppose the function f of x, so which equal to sine 2x is there, so the period should be 2 pi mod 2. So here 2 get cancelled, will, so which equal to pi. So this is a formula for sine ax, cos ax, cosecant ax and secant ax. The second one, period of tan ax and cot ax is pi by mod a, right? Pi by mod a. So next one, third one, period of sine to the power of nx or cos to the power of nx or cosecant to the power of nx or secant to the power of nx is, we'll get two ways. The first one, when n is even, so actually the period is depends on the power n. So when n is even, so we should get the power as even, so the period is pi only. when n is odd, the period should be 2 pi. So this is very important. And next one, period of tan to the power of nx or cot to the power of nx, so which equal to pi only, either even or odd, either even or odd. So the period should be pi only. So next one, period of mod sin x comma mod cos x or mod secant x or mod cosecant x comma mod tan x mod cot x, means here all trigonometric ratios of mod, so will give the period is pi only. But sometimes, so if we take like mod sin x plus mod cos x, mod sin x plus mod cos x, or mod tan x plus mod cot x, or mod secant x plus mod cosec x. So yeah, if we take sum of sin x and cos x, the period should be not pi. So actually that is pi by 2 only. So very important. The period of mod sin x plus mod cos x is pi by 2 only, not pi. Why? Because so in mod, okay, we can write sine of pi by 2 plus x, means sine of x plus pi by 2 equal to cos x, plus cos x we can write cos x plus pi by 2 will get minus sin x, that mod should be which gives positive only. So that's why sin x plus cos x will get same function. So that's why the period is pi by 2. Why? Because that is the least fundamental value. So that's why the period of mod sin x plus mod cos x, so which equal to pi by 2. So don't worry about that. So we will see in examples. And next one, algebraic functions like root x, x square, x cube, etc. So this type of algebraic functions, so doesn't exist, the period doesn't exist. So trigonometric functions like sine root x and cos x square, tan x cube, so these functions will also not having period, so means period does not exist. And also sine of log x, cos of log x, tan of log x, those functions also does not exist. Yeah, next one, so very important. So the function should be a into f1x plus b into f2x, where f1 and f2 are trigonometric functions. Then period of f1 and f2 are p1 and p2. These are the periods of p1, p2 of the functions f1x and f2x. Then all function period is, so I will get, means just it should take the LCM of p1 and p2. Suppose the function in between a1 a into f1x minus b into f2x, means here the function are either plus or minus. So always you should take the LCM of individual periods. Okay, so then we'll get the whole function period. So the similarly the function like a into f1x plus b into f2x plus, okay, by c into f3x plus d into f4 of x, these are also the trigonometric functions. The period should be f1, f2, f3, f4 or p1, p2, p3, p4. Then so p1, p2, p3 are, p4 are periods of respectively functions, then all function period must be equal to LCM of p1, p2, p3, p4. That is our the function period. So